You probably heard the clip by now. Travis Kelce calling Patrick Mahomes the clear MVP through the first quarter of the season. And if you haven't, that's the kind of endorsement that lands differently than anything a pundit can say. When a teammate says it, especially someone as respected and as present as Travis, he's not talking for clicks. He's talking from inside the building, from practice reps, and from game day preparation. That kind of confidence vote matters because it reveals what the locker room actually believes, and belief changes behavior. Think about it. If your teammates trust you to make the contested catches, to extend the play, and to bail the group out in tight spots, you take more risks. You push the boundaries of the playbook. And more often than not, those risks turn into highlight plays. That's what an MVP really is. It's not just leading the league in one category, it's elevating everyone around you so the whole team becomes better. From the transcript, you shared, Travis made it clear that Mahomes is producing even when circumstances aren't perfect, and that resilience is the bedrock of an MVP argument. You can hear it in the way Travis praises teammates, lights up talking about the offense clicking, and gets genuinely excited about returns like Rashid Rice coming back into the lineup. Those emotional cues tell a bigger story. The team believes in Mahomes' ability to carry them when others are limited, and that belief fuels plays you can't quantify on a stat sheet. I want you to do something right now. Before I go any further, drop a quick yes or no in the comments. Do you think Mahomes is the MVP so far? I'll be reading replies, and I'll pin the best one. If this kind of inside-the-room analysis is your thing, hit subscribe. We're on a mission to reach 5,000 subscribers, and every new sub helps us keep bringing these deep dives every week. Also, if you agree that the locker room perspective is worth weighing, smash the like button. That tells YouTube to show this to more Chiefs fans like you. Back to the point. It's one thing for analysts to say Mahomes is the MVP, but when Travis Kelce, who sees Mahomes every day, reps with him in practice and shares the highs and lows of a season, publicly says Mahomes is the runaway through the first quarter, you have to listen. Let's unpack why a teammate's perspective should carry weight. Travis isn't speaking in headlines. He's speaking about meeting room details, practice, rotos, the little habits that don't make highlight reels, but that build championship teams. He points out guys like Jalen Moore stepping up and Rashid Rice returning. And that's not accidental. Those are the microscopic building blocks of chemistry. A young player fills in unexpectedly. A returning weapon shifts defensive attention, and suddenly, the offense has more options on third down and in the red zone. Chemistry is not warm fuzzies. It directly affects play calling and game management. When a coach knows his quarterback has buy-in from his stars, he can dial up more aggressive schemes. When a QB trusts his receivers to make contested grabs or his line to hold in clutch moments, he's willing to extend plays and take shots downfield that end up defining MVP-caliber moments. So when Travis praises those returning pieces and the energy they bring, he's effectively saying the whole system is humming, and that hum turns good into MVP-level consistency. Speaking of coaches, Travis immediately threw Andy Reid's name out for Coach of the Year, and that's where the debate gets juicy. You've got two clear lanes, the Reid as Coty lane and the expectations matter lane. On the Reid side, you point to play calling that keeps Mahomes in positions to succeed, in-game adjustments that neutralize opponent schemes, and the ability to integrate returning players without skipping a beat. Reid's influence is more than play diagrams. It's roster management. He's keeping the E-T offense fluid, and he's creating a system where new or returning pieces can step into defined roles fast. That's coaching excellence, even if the early record isn't a fairy tale. On the flip side, critics will remind you that Coach of the Year often honors teams who massively exceed expectations. The Cinderella narratives where coaches turn garbage into gold. The Chiefs entered the season with high expectations, so being 3-3 early might not scream "Coty" to everyone. Both points are valid, and this is where your opinion matters most. Would you reward a coach for maximizing talent and keeping the ship steady under adversity? Or do you only vote Coty for a coach who over-delivers relative to preseason projections? I want to hear your take. Type "Reid Coty" or "Not Yet" in the comments and explain your pick. I'll pin the most thoughtful reply. Now, let's layer in the injuries and the key returns, because that's the difference between theory and reality. Travis highlighted Rashid Rice's return, and that matters on multiple levels. He's more than a receiver. He's an energy piece, a physical blocker in the run game, and someone who finishes through arm tackles. That kind of versatility changes defensive game plans and opens up lanes for the run and play action, and it gives Mahomes another reliable read in critical moments. When you combine Mahomes' ability to produce, even when pieces are banged up, with key returns like Rashid, you get amplified results. Injuries across the league also reshape matchups. When opposing teams lose weapons, their game plans shift, and the Chiefs can exploit those shifts if Reid prepares properly. That's part of why coaching and roster continuity matter so much. The ability to rotate players in, trust backups, and keep offensive efficiency high is the stuff of playoff-caliber teams. I'm going to ask you another quick question. After seeing these returns and the way the offense is clicking, do you think Mahomes still runs away with MVP? Hit yes or no in the comments and tell me why. The most persuasive comment gets pinned. While you're typing, do us a favor and like the video if you appreciate this kind of breakdown, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. Remember, 5,000 subscribers is the goal, and your support pays for more Inside the Chiefs content like this. Let's bring it all together. Travis's comments give us a snapshot of the locker room mood, Mahomes' MVP credentials, and Reid's coaching impact. When you combine a superstar QB playing at an elite level, a coach who maximizes talent and adjusts under pressure, and teammates who step up and return at critical times, you've got a recipe for sustained success. The early season chatter, Mahomes as MVP, Reid for Coach of the Year, isn't just noise. It's rooted in tangible things we can observe: trust, preparation, and the ability to perform when it counts. Fans sometimes fixate solely on points and wins, but the behind-the-scenes chemistry and the way a coach manages personnel can be the difference between being good and being a true championship contender. So tell me in the comments who you think will ultimately win MVP and Coach of the Year. Do you agree with Travis and the locker room take? Or do you see someone else running away with it? And please, like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. Help us hit 5,000 subscribers so we can keep delivering these deep Inside the Chiefs stories every week. I'll be watching the comments, pinning the best replies, and breaking down the next big Chiefs moment as soon as it drops.